Okay, just felt like I would start now. How's it going, everybody? Whoa, I look red. Okay. I just need to stay in the light. I figured I'd fuck with the lighting a little bit, and I think I might have gone a little too far. 1 second. Let's see. Hello, Paradox Hunter. I saw that, Boot Hill's dentist is in here as well. Welcome in. 1 second. I'm like realizing that my lighting is really not great right now. 1 second. I think I need to bring the contrast down maybe a bit. 1 second. Yeah, I was fucking with the settings because it had like a box, it had like a really noticeable like box right here. But figured I would fuck with it. Okay, that's better. That's a bit better. Let me try bringing the brightness up. Nope, that's too much. That's probably fine. Let's bring the saturation down. Nope, I don't want that box to show up at all. Okay, that looks better. Cool. Okay, hi everyone. We're doing tech support right now and fucking with my camera. Welcome in. We are not starting 3.5 yet. We are going to actually finish the Fate event because I never got around to finishing it. I was going to do it last week and things got crazy and I got tired and yeah, I just didn't get around to it. I was planning on doing it on Monday and... Or was it Monday or Tuesday? It was Monday. I was planning to do it on Monday, but I had 2 sessions that day, and I got home, and I was just fucking exhausted. So today, we are gonna try to finish the Fate event. Which was this one? Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna continue with that. So let's keep going. Yes, I did see that Annalisa announced that, and great for them. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Alright, first off... Oh wait, no. Alright. I hate having notifications showing up. Alright, so let's continue our Fate event. Maybe we could get to the end or close to it today. I bought caffeine just in case we have to go late. But yeah, go really late. I'm not sure what the enemy did, but she's been split into pieces. Took me a while to find even these few. I figured I'd managed to do nothing in this war. I don't deserve to be called a heroic spirit. I've decided that Miss Note is gonna have a Mid-Atlantic accent. You've done extremely well. Love using your little harmony tricks on me, eh? Then I'll scatter your singer across my nightmare park and see who's helping you to get out of here. Please, don't be sad because of us. You've already done your best, just like an iris by the riverside. Call it what you want. She's still too weak. No need to sugarcoat it. That old fool. Once I find that darn Odie, I'm gonna tear his puffball and stomp it right into the ground. Judging from what I can tell, splitting us up like this was probably an act of revenge, but our minds naturally try to reconnect. Therefore, if we can reunite all the me's... We summon the Aeon of Harmony? Fate speedrun time. I still don't like to speedrun things in this game. Give me a break. Are there no functioning adults around here? The correct answer is, she'll merge back into her original form. That is, if you survive the curses from the devils. Then let's get going. Wait, you're really planning to drag all these deadweights with you on first while you fight? Heads up, I don't have the action part of Robin with me. I only think, I don't do. Wait, please, someone must stay behind with me to protect Miss Robin. I know this is asking too much, but I'll leave it all for my life. Victory gained through coercion is a disgrace to any warrior. Since Miss Robin is our ally, protecting her is only right. Then let Saber stay. This is indeed the best solution at the moment. Girls' night! Archer, please protect him. This is all I ask an opponent. Don't place too much faith in me. I always have faith in every friend of mine. Master, good luck. One second. Alright, let the knight stay here with the princess, and we'll go reap some enemy lives. Let's go kill people! Okay, where do we go? There we go. It's like, where did we go? Ah, there are enemies!
Ribbit, evil spirit, why do you despise human soul? Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Ribbit?
I love Scott. Alright, have a good night, Paradox Hunter. Love how much the Fate story acknowledges. Yeah, it's not.
Tradies don't get to boss us around. Before I lose my patience, easy chance to switch sides. Kill the one next to you and return to us.
Despite its rough design, the dog-shaped monster's name suggests it's modeled after a classic figure from the Clocky cartoon. Likely a derivative of the werewolf brother Hanu. Stop pushing yourself, Mr. Scott! Its target is me. You don't have to throw your life away for nothing.
If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit.
Why is he a frog now? This nightmare is terrifying.
Old foe, you've arrived just in time. Help me! Together we can crush this blasted evil spirit! Doesn't matter if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin is safe, you can do whatever you want with me, Ribbit.
One or two, it makes no difference. You'll get stuck in an endless cycle of suffering and play Hanu's adventure for the next 1 billion years.
Hi, Ribes. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. The Lone Wolf brothers let out a very satisfied
Enough chit chat. Time for the most terrifying torment in all of Penacony. I don't know why I'm doing this over and over again. He has a Brooklyn accent, therefore he does this kind of thing.
With a blinding flash, your body shrinks and you're forced into the outline of Brother Hanu. Hello, Oddish Programming. Welcome in.
Now you'll know the horror of being trapped in Hanu's adventure. For life. Imagine I have a cigar right here. Then this gesture makes fucking sense.
They turn people into cartoon animals?
Is this some magecraft from the age of the ancient Greek gods?
No. The mechanics feel entirely different.
Huh.
I know you have a lot to say. But to blah, 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 blah. Fuck. Words. I talk for a living. I know you have a lot to say, but to preserve the integrity of Hanu's adventure, all you can do is let out a very urgent They even lost the ability to speak rationally. Maybe I should just leave him. It's not like he was all that helpful anyway. Huh? You let out a terrified, huh? So you can understand that. Guess I can't just leave him. Can you make sense of what he's saying? We will find out once we get out of this silent movie chapter, and then maybe it will. Of course. Brother Hanu says he's gonna punch that evil spirit right in the face.
Ribbit?
How did it come to this? Is this a nursery or a zoo? Oh my god.
I might have to crack into one of my little energy drinks out there in a sec. Surrounded by animal echoing cries, a vein throbbed faintly on Archer's temple. It was the worst mental trauma he'd suffered since the Holy Grail War began. You really want to tell Archer you need a Hanu TV to return to normal? Maybe you should look around for clues. When I get the next story achievement, I'm probably going to go grab some caffeine whenever that happens. Think you could turn back using a TV? The Lone Wolf brothers already smashed every Hanu TV in the theme park ahead of time. Wait, is there something weird about this TV? Or is it part of the solution of the curse? Let out a confirming "Huh!" Clinging to the smallest of hopes, you glance at Scott. But as a righteous TV, all he can offer is anything but help. Maybe it's just your imagination, but his expression seems 30% smug, 70% mocking. You lash out, kicking Scott in frustration.
Ribbit?
Alright, let's do this. Every time I ask you a question, and if the answer is yes, kick him once. If it's no, kick him twice. The TV is the key to lifting the curse, isn't it? Yes, kick once.
Ribbit?
By using Magecraft logic, destroying the core should nullify the effect. Should I smash the TV?
No, kick him twice.
Then let's think in reverse. You want me to repair this machine or restore it to its original state, right?
Yes, kick like crazy. Is he doing the Soul Glad theme? Grab a melatonin and see how fast you can finish. Oh, that's danger mode. Just pass out on camera. I think you could get reported for that. I don't know.
Time to end this. Trace on.
Back to normal.
Impossible! You found a way to break the curse? That's cheating. Doesn't count. I demand a rematch. My cigar hand is very angry. You think you'll get a second chance with the same trick? Looks like I won't have to step in after all. Ah! Thanks, pal. We'll be taking this thing's head now. Anytime, any place.
Oh, they're both. Galaxy Ranger, serving justice.
Die, you son of a fuck! Long time no see. Though it's only been a little while. Ever since that shirt head sucked me into the TV, I've been lost in the hotel, sending my greetings to all the other little fudge pies along the way. Just a moment ago, the whole space cracked and collapsed. When I regained my footing, bam! There was Miss Robin right next to me. Didn't expect it, but that girl's got a bit of that Ranger vibe in her. By the way, what's that fudging thing raised by the nosewalker next to you? A prisoner?
Ribbit! Here comes a hero of justice, Ribbit!
Huh?
About Scott of Justice.
Greedy split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle, just like what happened to Miss Robin. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who would have thought there's justice in that man called Scott? And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire.
Scott of Justice is not like those evil ones. He threw himself in to protect me, tweet.
You trust this son of a nosewalker? Might as well believe I'm a general of the Tianzhou. No offense, but making someone like him turn over a new leaf is like asking the Antimatter Legion to plant trees in the kingdom of banditry. I don't know what the fuck I just said. What did any of that even mean? I completely agree. We can't afford the risk. If the enemy cursed him or turned him into some kind of special familiar, then...
Then, I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me, ready to spring to action at any moment? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robbins, and I also need someone to kill me if Scott ever takes over my body.
Keep up your act. Let's see if I fall for it. Let's not be too hard on him. We don't have time to waste. As the old saying goes, every trotter deserves a second cookie. What the fuck does that mean? How about we take him for now? How about we take him in for now? If he turn... Whoa, I turned red. By just leaning back. Maybe if I scoot the chair forward a bit more. Because I want to lean back. It's... Nope, still red. Okay, I guess I just have to have good posture. If he turns good, great! If not, we can always chuck him at his servant as a projectile. Well, since the victim herself said so.
To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil, Ribbit.
Why is he Why is he a frog?
Miss Ranger, we'll count on you to escort this little bird back to Saber and the others. We'll wrap this up fast, find the rest of Miss Robin, and track down my unreliable master.
Ribbit, I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit.
Before I judge you all, I must first deal with a disobedient pawn. Scott, how utterly despicable that you'd side with them. So desperate to play the hero, aren't you? Just felt an ominous chill run down my spine. Why waste your breath on it? One bullet to fudge 'em up and we're done here. Tick-tock. Thought I'd just play along in your little hero fantasy. Mr. Grady gave me a special bullet that never misses. One pull of this trigger, and the master with the most dialogue will drop dead on the spot. Die, you!
Scott took the fatal hit meant for you.
I can't keep going with all of you. But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe.
I will respond to Ribes' question once the ad break. Oh wait, it's gonna start in like 45 seconds. Okay. I would think I want to pull for High Ceilings. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull for Ceredra, but I'm gonna pull for High Ceilings because I'm already pretty close and I'm hard pitied. But I think after that, all of my pulls are going to go to finally getting Saber. So yeah. Scott, are you serious?
Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, I lied to her. There's no such thing as a Scott of justice.
Called it.
That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
If your worthless scene-stealing self hadn't blocked the bullet, old Clocky would have eliminated him already. Who are you to have the audacity to act proud? I sent you undercover to deliver a crushing blow at the story's climax. Instead, you couldn't even manage basic narrative structure. Even a child could tell you're putting on an act. Since you're so desperate for attention, congratulations, Mr. Scott. You are hereby demoted from actor to stage decoration.
Hey, what about my butt?
What about his butt? You don't even have a butt. Old Clocky, quit playing dead. No completed scene, no paycheck for you.
Tick-tock! What gave you the impression I was faking? My clockwork has been ticking away this whole time.
Did you know? For a demon manipulator, blah, 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 blah. I'm just not gonna,
That was so fudging satisfying. Time to break out the Hell-Doran smoked malt juice to celebrate.
What the fuck? What does any of this mean? Uncontainable joy surges through the man's heart, sending him into euphoria. And yet this is nothing more than a common mental attack. Watchmaker, witness this. Your most prized trick now belongs to me!
Darn it. For some bizarre reason, I have this sudden urge to dance with this jerk. Tick-tock, bellowed the clockwork, invented by the watchmaker, the devil who once ruled Pennyconey. In its presence, even the strongest minds become nothing but blank pages, easily rewritten at will. Knock-off characters don't need to worry about power balancing in the story.
I mean, you would know about his teeth. You would know about his teeth. You're his dentist, after all. Messing with your broke boot hill? Big mistake. Come on, let's show this knockoff what actual clockwork can do. Please reset Boot Hill's emotional state back to normal. Here comes the clockwork! Oh, I guess I can't do anything.
Well, who do we have here? A poor little thing, trying to save your friend from a curse when you can't even protect yourself. Surprised your clockwork is useless? Shocked? Confused? Well, of course you are. The power of your clockwork comes from Clocky. But I'm old Clocky. When the junior meets the senior, it's only natural for you to fail. Now, it's time for the old man to teach the kid a lesson.
Oh my god, fucking hell. A feeling beyond words clutches at your mind. Not one of Clockwork's 4 different emotions. This is darker, heavier, like a silent quagmire. Departed loved ones, betrayal by those you trusted most, the shadow of approaching death. These manufactured emotions burst in your heart, leaving just a black void that watches you with the empty eyes of a corpse. You finished with your little show yet? I don't have time to play pretend with you.
Impossible! I use clockwork to turn everyone's emotions to pure despair. Oh, trite. Your dialogue is straight from villains 101. These pathetic attempts at manipulation are less effective than vultures squawking over a corpse. What took you so long? Was that old silent badass act really necessary?
Slacking off will cost you on your performance review. Have you figured out the enemy's weak spot yet?
Yep. Besides his emotional manipulating powers, this guy's nothing but walking weak points. I wanted to see how deep this monster's hell could go in this strange universe of yours, but it seems your world still has a hope and future after all. Despair? Please. I've witnessed enough scenes of despair to submerge this entire playground in nightmare.
Oh my god, fuck me, man.
I've seen corpses hanging from gallows that stretch like endless forests, I've witnessed the charred remains after doomsday battles where people became nothing more than ravenous beasts devouring each other. Just who in the world are you? A hard-working guardian, though admittedly somewhat of a workaholic. I've seen far too many forms of despair, but to break me, your fake illusions don't even come close. TikTok! Cranking the power to maximum. I refuse to accept that anyone could resist my clockwork now. Ever seen bodies mangled under war chariots? Trace on.
Like fire until everything
Let's murder these fuckers.
sets the seas ablaze. Fight to live.
Easy. Yeah, it's no frog, Scott.
Don't get smug. The director will avenge me. Extra lines won't earn you extra pay. In that case, I am dead. Oh yes, I'm dead now. Bye bye.
That's fucking funny.
Good. Now let's regroup with the others. Oh. It looks like you just crawled out of a tough fight. Fork and Void Songwhale. Now you decide.
What the fuck are your curses today, Boothill? Jesus Christ!
Now you decide to appear after we did all the work?
Well, I did do something all right. Some evil spirit called the Revolver Governor got all clingy with me, insisted we play a game, and ended up losing 10 years worth of savings to me. Look, I even brought an old friend back with me.
After a short break, the scattered allies finally reconvene from across the set.
I had no idea so much was happening. Thank you for keeping my master safe.
I just didn't want to give Grady the satisfaction. Let's save the thanks for later. Didn't that girl say if we brought all her split cells together, she could return to normal?
I proposed this theory assuming none of the Robins would be in defect status.
There's a dissonance in the melody. Despair. You old clocky. Dang it, Grady. What foul language are you having me use? Anyway, the emotion affecting the last master hasn't disappeared despite the enemy's demise. Are you... Sunday will absolutely kill me. My resonance isn't nearly as powerful as Miss Robin's, but it's enough to clear this minor dissonance. Master, please stay quiet and don't disturb my melody. Ignore whatever you see. These are just my internal doubts and won't hurt anyone else. Now, rebuild a melody that's truly your own.
Thank you, everyone, for your help. Without you, I would definitely have been fudging... Sorry, seems the consciousness-splitting effects haven't completely worn off. Everyone, please come closer. I've decoded this film's melody. With a few adjustments, we should break free from Grady's noble phantasm. Master, you gave me the chance to join the Holy Grail War, and I saved you once in return. We're now square.
What a pleasant surprise, old friend. Have you finally understood who it is that can Have you finally understood who it is that can truly grant your wish? You added an extra that.
The evil spirit must still be affecting you. Let me tune you properly.
Master, you're far too kind-hearted, with no interest in the Holy Grail. That's why I must pursue this path myself.
Mr. Odie is a businessman through and through. His price will be astronomically high.
And? Would you really betray your friends just to let me win the Holy Grail War? Here's some advice. While I'm still here, use a command spell to kill me.
just like all the others who toyed with my fate. If this is beyond you, Miss Robin, then we must part ways here. Is this a declaration of war? Since you're no longer Miss Robin's servant, I have no reason to let a potential enemy walk away. I can tell you're still hesitating. Before I draw my blade, there's still time to change your mind. Everyone, aren't you forgetting something? I'm still here. My old friend has finally found her path to fulfilling her wish, and I won't let anyone block her way. You want to escape my noble phantasm? Then I'll just have to add some more excitement. The second screening has ended. See you in the final nightmare. Goodbye, Master. May your kindness never meet betrayal.
Director, what about my butt? My butt!
He really cares about his butt. Plan 6 from outer space. That's funny. Hero's blood, monster's blood. The story details how explorers cause bloodshed in strange worlds. This is exactly what dream chasers of the pioneering age live for. Daggum wubbaboo. Daggum wubbaboo, when'll this ever end? Aren't these movies all the same? Oh my. Even a proper pioneer like the cowboy can't bear to watch any longer. Director, though I don't know your life story, but surely a box office disaster and a miserable end seem all but fated. And you, Mr. Scott, did you change your tune because you're planning to abandon the darkness and embrace the light? Looks like not even Assassin's master can tolerate his trashy films anymore. Oh, Director, did you place me in the wrong spot? I'm still among the bad guys! No. Given your stellar performance earlier, our partnership ends here. As for old Oti, I'll file a claim for accidental casualty compensation on your behalf. It'll be issued to your family. Because the ending of this Plan 6 from outer space is no survivors. Grady! Since you've shown no mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor! Director Aventurine! My earlier hostility was just an act to fool our enemies. I infiltrated Odie's group specifically for this moment, to help you win the Holy Grail, the only one who truly deserves it! I may vomit. Mr. Scott, I know things haven't been going smoothly for you and your department, but if you can show enough commitment, the Strategic Investment Department might have a better spot for you. How do you accept such things so easily? Grady, you don't think I was truly going to let you play me like a fool, right? As an actor, I'm part of your noble phantasm, too. As such, being the former protagonist, I can naturally use your second noble phantasm's power. How dare you? Director Aventurine, this is my show of commitment to you. Deploying staff access! One-click noble phantasm skip! Lead actors, everyone please stop acting. That's fucking funny. Lyndon Scott. Well, fuck me! How could there be an audience so uncultured? You skipped all the best parts of the movie! This is the result of my entire life's work! You can't just hit the center button! And it was trash. You know nothing! I am the creator of the dream bubble movie genre. 'Twas I who established the first film company in Penacony. If I hadn't given up on my monopoly on filmmaking technology, the Watchmaker and Maven would never have achieved what they did! So, would that make the films you made not bad? I'm even feeling a little bad for you now, Director Grady. You were thoroughly outclassed by true auteurs. As a master of marketing or an inventor, you're undoubtedly a success. But the audience doesn't care what you gave in your efforts. They just know that your movie is terrible. You can't feel the limits of the audience's patience. It's just an endless, cliche-ridden, silent series of utterly unexciting gore. What a waste of everyone's time.
It's no surprise that the audience eventually abandoned you. Well, it's hopeless. This guy's probably gone mad.
Archer?
What? I simply offered him a final shot. You're the one who drove him insane.
What a sharp-tongued, amusing, and flamboyant actor you are. It's rare for anyone to make me go completely speechless during a debate. Didn't see that coming, did you? Strangling you all in this nightmare pantomime feels a bit dull now. Tell me, would you be interested in siding with old Oaty?
What are you yapping about this time? Trying to drive a wedge?
If we join forces, we could sweep the rest of these opponents off the board in an instant. Surely a senior executive of the Strategic Investment Department, who understands investments better than anyone, would make the right choice. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Aventurine? You seem particularly obsessed with Meat Director. Is it because I, as an amateur film critic, repeatedly tore apart your masterpiece? Of course it's because you're the cleverest one here, most aware of the fact that despite your apparent power, none of you have actually escaped my bounded field. For someone like you, betrayal is always an option to consider, not a moral absolute. Someone like me? You may be a terrible filmmaker, but you're not bad at reading people.
Fork me. You're not seriously...
A good businessman always evaluates the situation and adjusts their stance for better investment. I'm tired of the endless farce. Eliminating this many competitors at once is quite profitable. Aventurine, you're double-crossing me? Apologies. I wasn't being honest. Great! I love flexible actors like you. Now, let me show my goodwill. Let's move to the next scene. Your caliber deserves a much bigger stage. Are we going to have to fight the Aventurine boss fight? I've got a feeling we're going to have to do that.
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me, right?
Oh, now we can talk.
Taking orders from a hack like Grady. Seriously? Makes sense. Compared to this lot, you and Grady are clearly cut from the same money-grubbing cloth.
Well, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
You're actually pledging yourself to Grady?
Totally misjudged you. Guess I'll need to use a few extra fudging bullets on this guy.
No, it should be my sword that delivers the final blow to the enemy commander.
Master, if you're just joking, I can still cover for you if you apologize now. But if you're serious, this won't end without blood being spilled. I'll ask one more time. Shall I remove your legs first? Or should I start by cutting off that irritating hand of yours, Mr. Aventurine?
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
That's right. Killing you would erase my existence. Well then, sorry everyone. I surrender. I give up.
Archer! You gave up way too quickly.
What did I expect with my awful summoning luck? I told you, a guy covered in gold is never good news. But as your servant, I'll follow your command.
Wait! Director, can I be a traitor too? I want more scenes too!
Fantastic! 2 more exceptional leads at once. I'll give you bigger roles. Turn you into unstoppable monsters who tear everyone apart! Step into the spotlight, Mr. Aventurine, and enjoy this special featurette I've crafted just for you.
Called it! I just realized they turned off everybody's combat audio.
Time to cleanse the filth. Dreams of a past life. Let us dance once more.
Stand in position.
Like fire until everything burns to ashes. This fight to live. The truth burns everything in this world. Is bleeding.
Garugamash!
Eternal. Set to the seas of flame. Fight to live. Clouds scattered. Yeah. There's more to life. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed at how well the Scott impression came out.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this.
He shot the director.
Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters
I guess
come
here's what
from?
we'll find out if the
Why
audio's
do
there.
monsters keep popping into the frame
Oh wait.
as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
I reserve judgment on your film taste.
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released memory zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
There's
Oh,
no
I
one
guess-
in Panic
I guess
anymore
there's
fitting
your
for a
answer,
grand finale
because
than the
Saber didn't have any
grand
audio.
Oh, Mr. Boothill. Why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudgers fan.
Yep, still doesn't have audio. So, yeah, I guess they didn't fix that. To answer, who asked that question earlier? Oh, it was Oddish Programming. Yeah, so yeah, they didn't insert the Japanese audio.
You could say my master's taste is as tacky as his outfit.
Well, instead of calling me Master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, red guy, those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them. Insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
Then I'll graciously comply, Mr. Aventurine.
As for the final showdown at the theater, I'm sure that Mr. Odie has already prepared the battleground for us. With the Holy Grail in his possession, he'll be a far more difficult opponent than Grady. A siege and warriors assembled to storm the walls. Now this is starting to feel like a real war.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Node is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
The princess rescue mission is on!
Come to think of it, wasn't there someone else? Not far away, he's slowly slipping away with hushed steps.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah!
Jesus. Oh my god. That's funny.
Whew. Now, that's more
They just
like
beat
it.
the shit out of him.
Let's move out.
Let's move out. Hooray, we got an achievement. Psh. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some caffeine, so I'm gonna BRB. So, one moment. And we're back. I decided to get myself a can of America Pop Ghost. Because Ghost is my favorite energy drink brand, and I got the America Pop flavor. My favorite is still the grape one, but yeah. America Pop is pretty fucking good too. It tastes like a bomb pop. That's what it tastes like. Alright, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Oh! We have to play with Saber, huh? Huh. Who's good with Saber? I'll just sub out. Well, let's just do that. So just so I have a healer, but otherwise I'll just keep it the same. Because I don't care. It's a mockery of war, but you set it up so intricately. I don't get it. The 12 hours that reference the passage of time, and this moon placed right at the heart of it all. Anyone with magecraft training can feel power continuously flowing into this place. But this world has no magecraft or mages. So, did you really design this whole Holy Grail war, old man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
What a pain. If I blow your head off right here, that'd save me my metal clump of a master too, huh? Thanks for the follow, Sinister Locked. Welcome in. Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Entertainment spectacle. I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail war. How's it going, Lord Ciend? Welcome in. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into that Holy Grail apart from wine, given that this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace magical energy, and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. That's good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing good myself. Just been kind of keeping on lately. So, yeah, doing the thing. Oh, did the broadcast end? What the hell? Let me see something. Nope, Stream Manager's... Oh, yeah, it did end and it restarted. What the fuck? That's so weird. I was gonna say it's definitely Ian Sinclair that voices that character. Yeah, it says the timer started again like 3 minutes ago. Okay, that's fucking weird. In any case, it has been recording this whole time, so like if you wanted to catch something that maybe you missed, I will upload it to YouTube later, so yeah, so don't worry. So it has been recording the whole time, but yeah, it just lost broadcast. Instead of something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail War will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people on this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail rituals and witnessing the summoning of heroic spirits. And so, little by little, their wishes will turn into fuel, coating the Holy Grail in a fabricated miracle, and the farce you've orchestrated will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
Oh shit. The curtain fell with a soft rustle, veiling the stage in
I
silence.
did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage, stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers.
Awesome. Congrats on the shiny
Your
legendary,
promise.
Lord Cien.
Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are
I actually don't know anything about Fate, but so I don't know what the Holy Grail actually is, but yeah.
Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant, and now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You had the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
One second. Sorry, just kind of an important text. Okay, there we go. Cool. Ah, damn it. I just want to see stuff. I just want to get my achievements.
Oh, fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Maybe he went fishing. One second. From what I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fights just to walk away happy. Oh, wait.
Miss Note, I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach.
Coyotes going nuts?
I still
Sounds
have
fun.
dreams left unfulfilled
I live too far into
and
the
I feel
city for that to
second
happen
life.
here.
So, I asked him to take a break. And I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest. Let the curtain fall! Canon can present!
Yeah, there's just certain conflicts, I think, with this game and some of the people that are in Fate, but yeah. They kidnapped everyone. Where is this? How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? This is Ides Elysiae, thank you very much. Is this your homeland? Yes, I remember it all. Every tree, every blade of grass, the fields, the wind's scent in this town. Does Castor think she can trap me with these memories? This town is nothing less than where my life as a knight began.
Oh, Artorias. Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
You're calling me Artorias. Is it needed?
I knew it! That Mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Right, I agree. I hope the sword in the stone manages to pick the right king. Master, let's go. 1 second. What did he just call you? Artorias. That is the male name I used. After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. We've returned to the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. I thought Castor would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. I think this is the closest environment that they have to Britain. Let me see. Okay, I need to catch up with chat. Your aunt's in Santa Clarita. I grew up in the San Gabriel Valley, so the other side of LA County, and yeah, there's coyotes over there too. So the other side of LA County, yeah. And there's coyotes over there too, so I'm definitely used to them. I live a little bit further into the city now because I'm in the San Fernando Valley, but yeah, I don't really get coyotes around my area. But yeah, I have been to Britain, and then there are parts of the Cotswolds that kind of look like this, but yeah. How I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. The girl seemed drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the end of the path. What a shame. She's created such a fantasy for me, yet I don't even have a mount. I'll find you a trampler. My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own. To become a knight. To ride a horse. To follow this very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Ector's house lies. Who's Ector? He's the old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father, in a sense. He always wore a stern expression, but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he hoped I'd become the ideal king for this land. But, in the end, he never got to see me become a king. I'm sorry. I got carried away talking about my past. Now that we're here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around my hometown and stuff. I think my dog just farted. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus! Ollie. Oliver. Did you just fart in here? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. You little butthead. Oh my god, it just went out my nose again. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Well, I think we're good. Jesus Christ. Okay. That was a completely needless interruption. Oh my Jesus. Oh my god. Fucking god. Fucking lord, dude. One second. One second. There he is. There is the face of a man who just farted in here. Isn't that right, Ollie? Oliver. He's tired. He's had a long day. There he is. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's sleepy. Okay. Let me see if I got it back right. Cool. Alright. Anyway, continue. Oh my god, it came back! Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna need to play through it. There, beneath a tree, a tiny night doll rested, as if lost in a dream that would never end. If this is the soldier summoned by Castor, they must be an incredibly powerful opponent. It looks a bit like you. Yeah, there's not much anybody can comment about the scent that's in here right now. I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you? How did you spend your childhood? You never talked about your past. I don't remember a lot about my past.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Really? No wonder your personality is so carefree. Is it because you don't have a past holding you back?
My earliest memory was boarding a train headed for the stars and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
I became the person I wanted to be.
I became the person I wanted to be.
Well, even in the face of hardship, you are still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I did that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel the tyranny of King Vortigern and the White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dreamed of. Someone who would save Britain. For that, I would have sacrificed everything.
The mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. But not really. So was Britain saved? I didn't save Britain. I once believed that once I slew Vortigern, expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the Knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace would finally come to Britain. But that was all a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the Sword of Selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You remind me of Sunday. You recount the fantastical dream you had during Penacony's Charmony Festival to Saber, how a man dreamed of creating Paradise Kingdom with his own power. Miss Robin's older brother? His thoughts and actions do sound a lot similar to mine. Energy drink has carbonation. I promised everyone that I would build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been.
So, this is the sword in the stone?
I've wondered countless times. Had I not drawn this sword, or had there been someone more suited to be king? Would Britain have truly become the utopia I dreamed of? And what kind of a life would I have lived? To pull out the sword and become king? Or to give up and stay in my homeland to quietly live out my days? She's brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Saber, do you wish to stay? I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Saber! You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In the moment she hesitated, fate had already been sealed. In truth, you were never here at all. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you who fell into a noble phantasm, lingering in the dream of another.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit.
What is it with all these people
Until
fucking
I've
with
wiped
people's
away
brains?
Even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for all of you in this show, including you, Trailblazer.
Now.
So, newcomer, are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station. But I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, Working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think.
Look at me in the eyes and say that again.
Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived.
That scared the shit out of me. Thanks for the follow, Drexmary. Welcome in.
You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts.
But I'm the galactic baseballer.
And I'm the cosmic geographer.
But I'm a nameless. I don't belong here.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done?
I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
But I did board the Express! You try to yell at the researcher before you, but your wavering voice gives a different response. I don't know. Miss Note is fucking diabolical, dude. But was that answer truly what you thought? Or was it some sort of elusive manipulation? You try to piece together what has happened, but your memories feel more distant with every passing second. About the Astral Express and the Nameless, like sand under the waves, your memories crumble and fade. And suddenly you understand why Saber chose to stay, even just for a moment. Why didn't you step aboard the Astral Express back then on that split-second impulse? It no longer matters. The researcher in the Department of Cosmic Geography standing before you watches you closely, perhaps searching for words of comfort, or maybe looking for the right joke to shatter the heavy silence. Eventually, he speaks.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while.
Am I really a researcher?
What else would you be? Madam Herta? I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
He turns to leave, yet you could not help himself from looking back at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here. Are they?
This is all wrong, you scream internally, but the fury is fleeting.
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
Sort by budget category.
Too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing.
Don't push your luck. You're on the verge of shouting, but just then a sliver of doubt creeps inside you. Is this really what you want? Take a deep breath. Don't lash out. Focus on what you truly need to do. He ended up in Severance! Take out the baseball bat and give her a good beating. The bat you always have at your side is no longer there. Then again, did you really have it in the first place? I quit! But where would you go? Is there anywhere you can go? You're young, with no special talents. Isn't your best bet a cushy job with full benefits, clocking in every day until the world ends? Do the tasks.
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
Sort by the budget category. Yes, that's it. Calmly and nicely drop the fight. By now, the job feels like second nature. Might as well tidy up the last of the files. Did you know human memory cannot simulate non-existent things? Never having taken this path, you cannot possibly imagine the Department of Cosmic Geography's research content. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I am you, at least a fragment of your subconscious. The final cry before... You don't belong here! Quick! Hurry! She's become aware! Now you must... on your own.
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird.
Department of Cosmic Geography monthly financial statement. 1. 3 slices of purchased from Belagog. The following is a brief description of the environment in which it was discovered, alongside a detailed analysis of its components. The primarily revolves around trailblazing and can be roughly categorized into the heroic spirit, adventurous experiences, companions, and with unique properties purchased from the Lafu. The analysis of its nature is as follows. For detailed experimental procedures, please refer to the project report. The gaze of the Eon had no significant impact on the fundamental nature of the... There is a potential for escaping, but no one can truly break free from... Do not step onto the stage. Do not aspire to become a hero. There you'll only find the... And do not go down that sorrowful path.
Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
It's Archer!
If you're gonna ask me, have we met before? My answer is gonna be no.
What clairvoyance! You glance at his work tag. On it, just a single letter. A. Department Domestic Services. Wait. Since when does the space station have a domestic services department?
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I dreamt that I was part of the Holy Grail War.
I get it. You really do. Dozens of researchers come up to me every day, all claiming they don't belong here. They think they should be somewhere else because life just isn't going their way. It's just another dressed up excuse to escape reality. As long as your instinct is just to back down and run, you'll run out of places to go even if you manage to get out of this place. Personally, I think this place isn't so bad. No world-threatening crises, no freaks trying to end humanity. The kitchen's convenient too, though the ingredients are a bit odd. We've still got a little girl who throws around gemstones like dirt, but it's pretty much a utopia for most people. There's no turning back once you leave your ordinary life behind.
You glance at him, wanting to say something, but you decide not to.
Change your mind, huh? I knew it. You don't really want to leave, do you?
Days pass. After long hours of sorting, you're finally done with the work. Although, an uncanny feeling lingers in your chest. Before it's resolved, you should take a break.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Drifting quietly over the surface of a dream, suspended in the moment before you sink.
Let me tell you about a story about a king named Uther.
He ruled the people of Britain before I showed up. Oh wait, this is Saber. And after my appearance, he launched an attack against the White Dragon to protect his people. A battle that ended in defeat. Even so, people still called him the greatest king. What do you think made him a hero? The courage he exhibited as a human. He raised his sword to challenge a dragon he knew he could never defeat. The sword shattered, the bow snapped, and he was beheaded. As a human, everything about him was destined to fail. But the way he raised his sword to bring deliverance left a shining star in Britain's darkest nights. The stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't a lie. It will shine for ages, lighting the way for the next hero. That heroic spirit who lost her name referred to our lives as a stage, and she used her noble phantasm to erase the star's radiance. But Master, if you still have courage, if you're still willing to become that star, then all the spectators who have seen you will also step onto that stage, becoming heroes themselves. Look at me, talking big all of a sudden and doing a bad imitation of Merlin. Where are you? I'm waiting for someone who's about to take the stage. I'm also riding through the wilderness. The dream is nearing its end, Master. For me and you.
What a strange dream.
It's Saber! Hey, buddy. If you're here to slack off, you're a bit too late. This place is already at full capacity. I'm a model researcher employee. And I guess I'm a model fisherman. Well, no worries. You work here and I'll slack off. We each get what we need. For now, you ignore the security department staff's careless attitude and lower your head to resume your task. You've got this. You're not losing to some grown-up who's slacking all day. First on the list, a quantitative analysis of mycophage cluster interference on planetary magnetic fields. 15 attendees must be scheduled within the next 2 days. The night after the next day. Thanks for the follow, Tripod Scorpion! Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. The conference rooms are fully booked even at night. People here really are workaholics. Ah, wait. You're the Stellaron they were talking about, huh? Tell me, when you sleep, do you glow like a firefly? No, I do. That's my character. Young ones like you really should find a mentor, learn some skills, and carve your own path. Live like a true hero, no strings attached. Ignore the distractions around you. Let's look at the next meeting's details. The effects of starquake phenomena on the artistic expression of researchers. 2 attendees, no time constraints. 10 years later. Something stirs in your memory, sparks from an engine streaking past the space station. The faint weightlessness before the Express conducts a warp jump. Wait, no, none of that is real. Researcher, you should be focusing on your task at hand. Hello, welcome in, Tripod Scorpion. You've still got 899 more meetings to schedule. You better hurry up and finish this before things spiral out of control. Man-made ore Man-made ore symposium. Let's do that. Alright, including the 2 new system-generated meetings, just 897 more to go, and the list is done. Natural ore symposium. Stellar collapse observation. That's right, exactly. You're in the zone now, handling the work before you with practiced ease. Stellaron symposium visit from the Express. Curio approval. Self-observation. Self-observation. You ever tried fishing, buddy? Don't be fooled by the vacuum outside. There's still plenty to catch. There's the migrating invisible carp, the silicon-based soft-boned fish that put up a fight. I even caught a trotter last time. Although you are too exhausted beyond measure, the man's expression moves you. Your entertainment during a momentary respite from work, a fishing rod. Life at the space station isn't as bleak as you thought. I just shot that off of my fucking thing. 1 second. Maybe this is your utopia. By the way, I heard the Astral Express is coming back and I'll be stopping at the space station for a while. Want to go check it out? Just for fun?
The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
No, get on the train! Yeah, Lancer as playable would be cool. Long time no see. How's life been on the space station? It's been really bad. I see. Well, if things are tough, you could always talk to Asta. She's sure to help you out. We traveled to many places after we parted ways. Bellabog, the Cienjo Lafu, Penacony. There were both good and bad moments along the way. How's Pom Pom? Fuck the other two. How's Pom Pom? Himiko frowns as if your question has caught her off guard. An unsettling sensation flickers through your mind. You've never boarded the Express, so who is this Pom Pom you speak of? Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Dan Hung tell you? Pom Pom's still the same, but with fewer and fewer people on the Express, it must be getting lonely for them. I sometimes wonder what might have changed if you had come with us. Sadly, the trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what-ifs. What about March 7th? March... I'm not sure how to put it. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her. Any new passengers aboard? Oh, life as a nameless isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. Our friends from the Interastral Peace Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. A unit that always dies sounds like somebody who would pair well with Castorus. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet up with some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want. I'll pack my bags right away. Is that really how you feel? Joining the Astral Express doesn't change your life for the better. What then? What if what awaits you isn't a grand adventure, but endless cleaning, constant repairs, wounds that never heal, and death steeped in despair? What will you do then? What if you can't help anyone? What if you become a dead weight? The fucking Noble Phantasm is just an anxiety disorder. What if you become a dead weight on the Express? What if a nameless gives their life to save you, yet everyone silently wishes you'd just leave? What will you do? Think about it. What answer should you give?
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the Express leaves.
All right. I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first.
Peaceful dreams stirred by bird song beyond the window. However, can a robin really sing in the vacuum of space?
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side.
It's gonna turn out that, like, Miss Note is actually Sunday or something.
After gaining freedom, she would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers. and voice.
Just
Just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money. Turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty. But the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name. Replaced
Catch you
her
later, Lord
with
CN. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for hanging out.
and smothered her with slander and
Okay, Miss
rumor,
Note's about to have a fucking breakdown.
leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
You know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you.
And I have spread
Your
wings.
and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm. When they wish to end this Holy Grail war.
I set that as an alert sound for something here. I just can't remember what it was for.
But the cost he demands is far greater.
I can't remember what I set that for.
As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony.
Well, of course he is. He's a billionaire.
Of course I
That's
would
all they
trust
do.
him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will never
You just see the Trailblazers. He's just in the bottom corner, just like napping on a table. Just look at the bottom left corner. This is the Trailblazers just fucking napping on a table. That's great. Heavy drama scene, and it's just like baseball, baseball, baseball. They're not gonna yield to you. They're gonna fight you. I'm so tired. He did the melatonin challenge that Boot Hill's dentist was talking about earlier. Oh my god. That is funny. That is funny. One second.
I will wait and see.
The bird song fades into silence. chance.
I feel like I had a strange dream, but the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest.
Trying to listen to all the dialogue before
There's
I do
still
the thing.
today's work to get through.
There we go. How many days has it been since you started working at the space station? 30? 90? Even longer? Do you still remember what you need to do now? Compiling project proposals from all levels of researchers. By now it's second nature, something you could do with your eyes closed. Breeze through work. Breeze through work. Breeze through work. Still thinking about the Astral Express? You've been wrestling with that choice for ages and still haven't made up your mind. They'll be departing soon. You wish them a journey full of wondrous encounters. I want to leave. I don't know where to go. Wow, it just took the option away. Jesus. This is some fucking Doki Doki Literature Club type shit. If you board the Express, what waits for you may be nothing but danger and the terrifying unknown. Your deeds will be forgotten in time, and your journey will eventually come to an end. Let me go! I long for a quiet, ordinary... This is some Doki Doki Literature Club shit. So you are glad you stayed. No ticket, no bat, no danger. Just a quiet, peaceful, and undisturbed life. The work you had piled up took far too much of your time. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days... Maybe you'll never catch up to the Astral Express again. You're tired. Find a room and take a break. Isn't that our Stellaron boy? I was about to mix you a drink, but since you're still underage, I'll hold off for now. I was once a trailblazer on the Astral Express. Funny, isn't it? Sometimes I think I shouldn't be working as a space station security guard either. So, do you want to board the Astral Express? That's right. Every year there are researchers who want to go with the Express. But when it's time to leave, they all back down without fail. They know they're just seeking an escape from their stressful lives, instead of actually wanting an adventure that could cost them their life. So, what do you really want? I want to go on an adventure into the unknown. Staying where I am is fine. Someone better will come along. I'm just an ordinary person. Why speak of regrets when everyone who has ever lived has regretted something? Yet had everyone turned their back because of their fear of regrets, humanity would have never produced any heroes. Even if the road ahead is unclear, some still set off, driven by the desire to chase a wish. It may seem foolish, but that's what gave birth to the Nameless, to trailblazers, and to humanity's heroes. The doll you carry is proof of a certain hero's existence. Do you know what it is? A shabby little trinket that left a trace in history because of one person's silly wish. The Express may have already left, or it may not have. But if you truly want to walk this path, what does it matter if there's no Express? If you truly believe you are a Nameless, then there's only one thing left for you to do. I must set off.
The Express is already left. Going there will be pointless. Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing.
This is some horror movie shit, y'all.
People would kill just to live the life you have. There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the
What the fuck is happening?
Stop. The future of a Nameless is nothing but emptiness and despair. Do you think you're special? Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck. The nameless, who were better than you. They were all consumed by the lightless outer space, never to return.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless?
You'll finally admit that I'm a nameless.
The voices that once spoke to you fell silent in an instant. They never spoke again. It's the sword. Oh, it's the bat! A bat. Plain, unimpressive, yet strangely familiar. You once believed you'd never hold it again in this lifetime.
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end?
That's what Merlin told me, too.
Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I did wonder whether someone else might have done a better job as king if they pulled out the Sword of Selection. But I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the White Dragon. If I was given another chance to make my choice, I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough rest in your happy dream, haven't you? Now, let's leave this place together.
You'll regret this!
I'll beat your ass! Grab the bat.
I'll never regret.
Oh, this is cool. We get to fight things now!
Why?
Oh, it's this fucker.
Such blind courage! Don't you ever feel regret? Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! The truth burns everything in this world.
We gonna kill this motherfucker.
Is bleeding. Fire set to the seas of flame!
Dead.
Fight to live! I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices. Dreams of a path. Let us dance once more. Dream vanished. The truth burns everything in this world. Is bleeding.
Sleepy, I thought we were friends.
Set to the seas of flame!
Did it. Suck it, Miss
I
Note.
failed. Just like how I failed in life. This is a fitting end for a traitor.
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many Amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison. Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna.
Who?
Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker, Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end. But I hope you can
I don't know who this woman is, but this is cool.
And meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
Meanwhile, the master and their servants, freed from the dreamscape, stepped into the heart of... Okay. I sense a powerful force similar to magical energy. It seems the Holy Grail's holder is about to complete the ritual. The last 2 servants left are Rider and Berserker. Which one will face us? Or will it be both? With the enemy already in possession of the Holy Grail, it looks like we're in for a brutal fight. I'll lead the charge. By the way, I did the other Fate event already, like, kind of on my own, because I wanted to make sure I got all the, like, stuff. Like, the limited time research or whatever. And I did all 7 stages. As it turns out, with the E6 S5 Firefly team, if you pick all the assassin class stuff, you are just unbeatable. So, yeah, that's how I got it. Master, I swear on this sword that I will protect you, no matter the cost.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you? Where'd she send you?
Me? I had a long way to
I'm done with my bomb pop soda.
As they talked, Boot Hill had already loaded his gun. Next up, the final battle with the Mastermind. Chat with the servants. I'll just leave that.
Yo, if it isn't the first heroic spirit to get trapped in her reality marble. Did you use those long legs of yours well enough?
This is the first thing I hear after I got out. Darn it, my head's killing me. Feels like I've been through a long and thrilling adventure. Not sure why, but I think my enemies all had fish heads on their necks. With enemies on the way, the two servants were more than ready to fight. Let's kill this motherfucker! Time to kill the billionaire! Oh, interesting. That's weird. Interesting. Was the game just mad that I wasn't using them or something? That's fucking weird. Huh. That's super weird. Okay, whatever. Let's just go.
Looks like Lady Osnar's failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. That's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
You practically have one foot in the grave. Don't tell me you're gonna wish for immortality.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
It's called being a billionaire.
But are you trying to crush your business rivals? I heard there's some bad blood between you and my master.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
Huh, good point. But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Do I have any Union Arena cards? I don't think I do. Mr. Odie, surely you wouldn't be like the mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the root of all things.
Miss, what you're talking about
Oh, that was
is
Saber,
something
not
only the genius
Lancer. God damn it.
society would obsessively chase after.
What's your real reason then?
I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty wrap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A holy grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling.
I want entertainment money!
A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with. Even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern.
Why don't you just ask the Holy Grail for cash?
Wealth that pops out of thin air will only lead to inflation. It requires precise balance and expert handling.
The Federal Reserve won't let me just print money.
What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave of my pen. The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desire, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based.
He doesn't want money, he wants revenue.
Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No.
Old Odie is just Walt Disney. Give me money!
Flow of money. On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
No matter what your plans be, there can only be whatever. No matter what your plans may be, there can only be one victor in the Holy Grail War. Your actions in this farce have already placed every servant squarely against you. Now we stand together before you, shrewd merchant. I just want to finish what I didn't get to do a few hours ago. I'm sick and tired of fish heads. The head of this old desperate fogey with broken dreams is what I'd call a real trophy. You see this evil man's old head as a trophy? I thought you had better taste than that, Lancer.
It seems you're all eager to
You're all triggered libs!
one winner in this game. How do you plan to decide the victor after
Jesus.
I bow out?
Okay, yeah, I gotta
Why don't we
fix the
discuss
lighting that I set
a
up here because it's
collaboration
making me
instead?
super red.
Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the Holy Grail. I will give you that right. We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desire.
Fix that.
After all, isn't this the very moment you've all been waiting for? Masters and servants?
Nope, that didn't really do anything. Okay, bringing saturation down. Got rid of the red. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Cool. That helped. Alright, sweet. I think we figured it out. Yeah, that already looks a lot better. Sweet. I just didn't want to look red. Shh! No peaceful resolutions, please. Kill the billionaire! The Holy Grail that sullies everyone's wishes is just a counterfeit for us to smash to pieces. Isn't that right, Master?
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Our opinions rarely align, but I'm fond of this idea. What do you think, Mr. Aventurine? It's nice to play as the hero of justice now and then, isn't it?
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
Let's just kill the billionaires part of the game. Very okay with this.
My master, it seems I won't be able to claim the Holy Grail for you.
I trust your choice. You're good.
I must thank Miss Note's dream for showing me the truth. What truly matters is not the ending, but the journey we've taken to chase something and to deliver it from destruction. I don't need the Holy Grail. The wishes I did not fulfill will end here.
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time. Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant.
Is he gonna
That's when
pick
a thought
Clocky?
crossed my mind.
Summon himself?
Summon myself. A person who's still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me in history.
And have you got your answer?
The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite.
Yeah.
Sucking out the
Billionaire.
Penacony's oak from the top.
That's what billionaires are.
A bug, madly devouring.
Oh, fuck. We're fighting a swarm bug. Yep. Is it the blue bug? It's the fucking blue bug.
Do you want to take the Holy Grail or crush it? You'll have to get
So, the person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant?
Now, I order you, Saber! Destroy all that is evil!
Multi-quadrillion. Yeah, that's... yeah.
Have we met? Unite our goals.
Sure, drop it. There we go.
The truth for everything in this world.
Break it, Pepe Le Pew.
Dreams of a path. Let us
I don't know
dance
why I
once
just
more.
quoted fucking Talladega Nights.
Crush it, Saber!
Got him. Ba 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 boom. Cool cutscene.
With the power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
Sabroken! Excalibur! Boom. Well, fuck.
It's finally over.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that.
So, he dragged everyone into this Holy Grail war while hiding in the shadows, and none of you are gonna make him pay for it. Make him pay for our emote. We should give him a good thrashing.
Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it.
Fucking billionaires.
The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame J to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
Does Scott have no rights? Good question.
Mr. Scott's issues will be handled by the IPC.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money, won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old budger.
Master, well, I'm all in on that suggestion. Time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Are you leaving already?
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright. No need for a tearful farewell for us, bros. Let's not ruin the good run that we had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you two. Seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me. Just a humble archer. Let's call this one another loss on me. I'm done arguing with you lot. I'm gonna take another peek at Penacony's views before leaving for good. And so, it's time to say goodbye. Master, I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work, but as a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail War. I can still see the determined heart of a child you once were underneath. You once were underneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. You know, it would feel pretty good to be a hero of justice once in a while.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
That brings up a good point. Why would I, a Guardian of Humanity, get summoned to a world without the counterforce? Archer, you should know why you were summoned here. You were summoned as a heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I'll chalk it up as a beautiful dream. A faint smile tugged at the man's cold face before he vanished from sight. Soon, only the final pair of master and servant remained. Okay, how many achievements did I get? 4! Okay. Let me just check all these off really quick. Also, got all my Twitch drops. I had one of my castmates' streams on the entire time I was playing. It was specifically Hayden's and then Emily's, but yeah. Alright, let's wrap this up. Say goodbye to Saber. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. Anything else you want to say to me? I saw your fears in your dream. But don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Even Heracles was just a child before becoming a hero. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith that you'll eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Who's Heracles? Master, please send my regards to the person you'll become in the future. As the lumen flux dimmed, the valiant girl knight faded, vanishing just as she arrived. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting elsewhere watching the scenery with interest.
Holy Grail broke. What a shame. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 amber eras have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business deal.
Greedy. Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
It's all for money! I want more money. All the money is mine!
Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
Jesus. That's the moral of all of this. Capitalism always wins.
Worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments.
I love that Mr. Rekka's eyes are a fucking play button.
To be introduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times. A most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Grady?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Hasna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength.
Jesus.
Until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you.
Die, motherfucker, die.
Wish you were already dead.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osnap, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
I really want to die. At the same time, aboard the Express. This story won't end. Far from the heat of battle, Sermon suffered under the rider class stays on the sidelines, blah, 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 blah. As a rider, he once built an unsinkable little ship named the Compass. As a rider, he was once a nameless who rode the stars aboard an interstellar express. Centuries have passed. Now, as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns to the place where he once worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him there. Ryder was Misha!
Always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point.
So who's Berserker?
Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Hey! Thanks for the raid, QT Cat TV. Welcome in, everybody. We're getting close to the end here, but thanks for joining in. We're just trying to wrap up the story really quick.
I'd love to have a try.
The dinosaur robot is the Berserker. Thanks for the follow, Yuki Shuka.
That person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow along.
Thanks for the follow, QT Cat TV. Oh. Well, this is the Fate event, so we haven't started 3.5 yet. This is still the Fate event, but yeah. Yeah. We're just wrapping up the Fate event because I didn't actually finish it in time. But yeah. So this is not 3.5 yet. So, yeah. No worries.
Will you be returning to the Express? Maybe.
Thank you for the follow, Da Chef Master.
So many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others.
How's the stream going? It's chill. We're just hanging.
Just like the silver rails that never
It's
stop.
been pretty simple. So, yeah.
I'm sure the conductor's future will never be.
I want to find out who Berserker was, goddammit. Because we just found out who Ryder was. I just want to know who Berserker was. Or was Berserker old Odie? I don't know. Was Berserker the bug?
I need to go back to Penacony. Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your
Did
return.
viewer polls? Hell yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say Berserker was probably the bug. Yeah.
The next time the Express stops at Penacony,
Yeah, I still remember when we did the poll stream for Firefly in here. That was a lot. I might have enough jades for like a single pull of Hycillans here in a second. Hycillans, I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Gather your thoughts to the present. If there is really a chance to fulfill a wish, what would yours be? Make a silent wish. Silent
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say.
Yeah, the Firefly one was crazy in here. I think we got like over 1,000 people. It was fucking crazy. It was, yeah. It was it's just me and all the castmates doing our thing, you know? Oh, wait, fuck. Here we go.
Anyway, the first Holy Grail war orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one.
Oh. I'm just fidgeting with shit. Okay.
But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars.
Thanks, Cutie Cat TV. Have a good night. Yeah, I think we're getting close to the end here, and then I'll probably just raid someone else. I'm keeping an eye on 2 castmates who are streaming right now, and I'll probably just throw everybody at one of theirs. But we're getting close to the end here, so until then, we'll just keep hanging out. That old fox didn't lose a thing.
As Mr. Adventuring guessed,
Fucking billionaires
Cody
never
simply
lose
brushed
anything.
everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war.
So this is his apology? I actually already did the, like, Holy Grail side questy, like, combat, like, trial thingy. I already did all of that, but, yeah.
I think this is a note for
Because I
you.
wanted to make sure I got all the, like, limited rewards.
Since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big
Oh
thanks
god,
to
it's
Mr. Odie
Sampo.
for this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old
I fucking love
wish to the
Sampo.
Holy
No.
Well, I'm thinking you probably say, no. Aw, come on, bro. You might not be curious, but the audience is still on the edge of their seats.
I'm gonna
All
snooze
right,
the
folks,
ad
the
breaks
show is
for a
over.
bit.
But if there's anything still out there that could hear and fulfill my wish,
I clicked snooze, what the fuck?
I wish for everyone in the world to be happy.
Okay, cool. I snoozed the ad
joyful,
break.
free,
Because we are
and
getting close
have
to the
their
end.
Every desire fulfilled.
We did it! Hooray! Hooray! 1 second, let me check this off of my achievement tracker. Checkaroo. Let's see how many pulls we could do really quick. We could do, looks like 2. Alright, let's throw 2 pulls at high ceilings really quick. See if we can get anything. There's 1. That's a no. And there's 2. Nope. Still a no. Alright. We'll get her next time. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Who can we raid right now? Let me check. Let's raid Sam Slade's stream. Let's raid Topaz. Alright, I'm gonna trigger that up. Just queuing this all up. Alright, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Go have fun on Sam's stream, and I'll see you next time. Take care.